So there are some news that I think is interesting, and I just would like to talk about it. It's not top news, but it's something that could become top news, I think, in a while. So it's about Iran, and um, so the flag, lion and sun flag, was raised on the Iranian embassy in Copenhagen. This happened on March 18th and was reported on a few places. So in X, there's a post about it, but there's also an article on Euronews about it. So what I would like to say is that the reason why this is catching my attention here is because it resonates with my drawing that I did a few days earlier, like 3 days earlier. And I just want to show you something that the historical symbol for this is actually a face in a sun. You see it here, and that's similar to my drawing. That this is something that is this is catching my attention here. This face inside of the sun, because it resonates with my drawing. And you can see here an old flag. You also see a sun with a face, but there are more here. Here's another flag for this. You see the face in the sun, right? So I find this interesting because, it's like this drawing that I did on March 15th, it is like I made this statement that I think that the future is going to be about that. The sun, and the sun has a face. Okay, so I made this drawing, right? On March 15th. But let's continue to watch here what kind of sun faces there are. So here's another one. So these are ancient symbols for the same thing, right? So the lion sun flag has a history of being a sun with a face. And I think this is what I am thinking of, or like this is I believe that this is what I'm drawing. Okay, now when I discovered this news about this later, right? Because this happened on March 19th, so there is and when I was reading about this, it seems like there is this revolutionary or pre-revolutionary Iran, right? A symbol of pre-revolutionary Iran. Anyhow, so there's a chance that my drawing is going to, like, there's a chance that I will talk more about this because, it's a possibility that there could be something happening here, I think. And to such a degree that it would become top news. But let's talk about that later. Who knows what's going to happen here? It's just me. I just am doing a little comment here about the my drawing. I'm thinking about what's going to happen here. And so I just wanted to say that when I look at, or when we look into this history of the lion and the sun flag, we can all see that it has a face here. you can see that it has a face, right? The sun has a face. So it's quite, when I think about this, the lion has the sun has a face. Like, what could it mean? There's not many things that the sun has a face could mean, right? So I'm like, when I see this, it is catching my attention here, and I'm kind of thinking that this is what it's about, you know, the sun face, the sun that has a face, right? And who knows, how this symbol is going to look like, but there's something about, if I would say how this should look, I would say that it should be a sun with a face inside, right? That's how I think it should look if there should be such a flag. Right? So here. I just find it interesting that this is what's kind of popping up after, March, yeah, I guess it was March, what was it? March 18th, this idea is popping up in relation to Iran and an embassy in Copenhagen that is raising an old flag, right? And it has a history in being a sun with a face, right? I just find it interesting. It's like it's supposed to have a face. It's supposed to have a face. But I don't know if if such a flag will pop up, if people will they realize that it should have a face. I don't know. But it should be there, There should be a face on it, as I see it. Here's an old coin. Again. Symbol of an ideal ruler in the great age of Seljuk. Okay, so yeah, again, the sun with a face in relation to this. It's the same, the same symbol, but going back in time. And so, as I said, I believe that this is what I'm this is what I was drawing. I believe so. But as I said, this is not top news yet. Like, I'm kind of doing a video here, and I'm kind of going out on a limb here and saying that I think I mean, this is catching my attention so much right now that this kind of it just resonates with my drawing a lot and my inspiration that I'm having about a face and a sun. Okay, there should be a face and a sun, but as I said, who knows? Maybe they're not going to figure that out. Okay, I don't know. Maybe not. It's just interesting. Okay. Okay. I will read more about this, and if you know something that you would like to share, then just comment and tell me, but yeah, so sun face interconnectivity to this pre-revolutionary Iran symbol, and I'm thinking that, the sun that has a face, it's something about this, but I don't know if it's going to if it's actually going to be like that. Who knows? Like I don't know really what I'm talking about. I haven't read enough about this. I need to educate myself or something. But if you would like to share something that you know, then just leave a comment, okay? But in my opinion, this is resonating as some kind of powerful symbol, you know, the sun that has a face right now. And it kind of goes hand in hand with this pre-revolutionary Iranian symbol. And I don't know exactly why it is like that, but it just seems like that to me. I don't know what to like. It's not really a thinking process that I'm doing here right now. So this is more, you know, I just kind of see it, you know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I want to explain it also, as I said, it's just doesn't sound entirely right the way that I'm thinking, but it works, you know. The way that I'm thinking, it works, but I cannot really talk about it because it sounds so weird. So I just show you the I just show you what I'm thinking of, right? And that's it. So feel free to leave some comments. You know, also here you see the face. You see on the flag that the sun that has a face on the flag. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's in my opinion how the yeah how it. I mean, it's not a coincidence that this is here. You know that this is not. I mean, I don't know what I think about that word, but this is so. This means something. You know, when I see this, it's too perfect of a timing that this is here, and it's what goes on. It seems in the world when it comes to the um, pre-revolutionary Iran movement, something like that. Um, so yeah, just wanted to say. So if you have if you have something smart to say, if you have something intelligent to say, just please go ahead. And I just like for me, this is just an inspiration that I have. Okay, it's just something that made sense. So like it's the human artistic thing, you know, human artistic expression thing that made sense to me, okay? And that's it's okay for me to speak like that, you know. It's human to have inspiration, okay? It's human um to have this image in your mind, you know. It's okay that it is like that. Don't get stuck on that, okay? Um, and also, I have a lot of evidence for the correlation between these drawings. Like, if you look at the latest hand of God drawing that I did, it had a lot of connections to actual top news that popped up later. Okay, so uh, okay, I think I'll end this video now. See you.